Hello and Happy New Year's to all you model railroaders. Thanks for coming out to another Off the Tracks Monday. Talked to my buddy James. He's on his way home. Should be up in the show probably 10-15 minutes from now. He'll have to get set up and stuff. But let's see who we all got in the chat. Wish everybody a Happy New Year and happy modeling season. It is January 1st. First live stream of the year. And I got some content hopefully coming out tonight after the show for tomorrow. Or possibly tonight. You never know. But let's see who we got in the chat. So we got Schuylkill River John, Stormy Sky Productions, Hot Dog Pilot, Ohio Steam and Steel, Mike H.O. Trains, Wigwag Workshop. Who else? Brian Ferguson. How are you, Brian? Did I say Mike H.O. Trains, Randall Ellison, Thomas Moore. I got something to show you tonight. Ink Rails, Brian, how's it going? Hot Dog Pilot, Mom and Son, Rail Fans, going way back in the chat here. And I think that's it. And Mike H.O. Trains got the cookie tonight. So I got my dad down here in the basement, and he's watching see what I do. How these streams I do. He's like, yeah, I've heard about these streams you're doing, but I've never seen any. So I'm going to come down and watch. I said, sure. Just make sure you're quiet back down here. Anyways, Sparky 107, how's it going? And we got CNCP Great Lakes Division. How are you? Curly, Tuna Can, Express, John Benecki. Chat's really flying there. Oh, the High Plains Drifter. How's it going? And Eric, how are you? Joe Raider, Black Rocket Central. Happy New Year's to you all. And Trey Man 1. John Benecki, yeah, I did say John Benecki. A lot of Johns, so I get mixed up in all the Johns. There's like 7 or 8. But yeah, 28 in the chat. I don't see Grandpa Rails yet. Finally got a babysitter. Well, I shaved this morning. Shaved off the beard. I thought I was trying to trim her up. And thought I'd knock the beard off anyways. So I got a little unboxing to do from Chris, Model Train Aficionado. Sent me a little package. Said I would open that live, and he said no problem. And listening to as the weather rolls. Okay. Everybody saying hi to each other. And yeah. It's first of the year. So let's get to her. Got a guest in the basement. See if he's ready to come up. Hello. I don't know if he could hear me or not. He's eating a pizza. He's good, he says. Okay.
Happy New Year, everybody. Surprise! It's D-Real Joe. All the way from Southern California.
Eating a pizza.
Eating a pizza. Yeah, sorry. I didn't get a chance. If anybody wants to know what it is, it's Domino's. They're the only ones that would deliver.
Nothing wrong with Domino's.
No, there's nothing wrong with Domino's.
CNCP Great Lakes says, hi, Dad. Yeah, that's my dad behind me there. That's a 1, 2, 3 block for weights for building models. I'm looking at the 1, 2, 3 blocks on my bench or my bar.
Hey, Mike, what is that? Oh, that's a cardboard box. Oh, okay. You ripped
I just took off the address and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Right, because they didn't want, I don't show that stuff on live or on, videos because you don't want.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
Everybody saying hi to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got this package from Model Train Aficionado, Chris.
Oh.
I don't even know what it is. I just got it last Friday, and I was going to wait until my live to open it. And he said, yeah,
there you go.
Go ahead and open it live. Hopefully it's not a snake or something jump out at me.
I'm pretty hungry with in there for that a couple of times before you open it.
She's well taped, anyways. Oh, check that out. I know Christmas was last month, but wow. That's awesome. Put the empty box down. Check out that cool picture.
Brad's changed. I want pizza. Sorry, guys. I know that's kind of rude, but if anybody knows me, whoever got the cookie, I eat it in front of you.
Yeah. Hey, Brad Strains, how's it going? And who else popped in there? That's the nice picture I got from Chris, Model Train Aficionado.
That's beautiful.
A nice wood frame he's got it in. I'll hang that up in my training room. That's awesome.
Now, is that I'm going to ask Chris. Now, is that something, Chris, that you made?
Yeah, it looks like a wood frame that he made.
And did you take the picture? Because that is really, really cool.
That is cool. Nice winter scene.
If that's the case, then I would definitely want something like that for sure. It looks really, really nice.
Yeah. Nice done. Nicely done. And I really appreciate it, Chris. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is. That is very nice.
Yeah. That's a gift and a half. I'll have to send you a cup. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
John Panicki. Doesn't bother me if Daryl is eating. Just got done with my dinner. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that.
I just got done before it came down.
Yeah, I got to be a late night last night. I'm sure it got to be a late night for everybody, but I still woke up super early because it's a Monday, and normally I'm on the road by 4:30. So I was up.
Thomas Moore is always asking about railroad spikes. I got one for Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Silver one with the train on it.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Who got you that?
My dad.
That is really cool.
I think I got another one back here somewhere too. At least I did have.
What is that like is that like just a mock-up, or is it just like a
It's real railroad spike.
Right, but the train itself.
It was a mock-up on it.
Yeah, it's a mock-up.
Okay.
I got another one of those around somewhere.
Yeah, that's really cool. I've never seen anything like that.
Keep it on the tracks.
Well, hey, wait a minute. Hey, if you're gonna be showing cups, brother.
You got a cup there?
I got a cup right here. Look at that. That's right, Mike. I've been on the tracks. Hey,
keep it on the tracks.
Isn't he pretty?
Oh yeah.
Look at
Pretty
that.
good job on that cup, eh?
Yeah.
Real artist, how are you? He popped in the chat.
Yeah, you know what? You know what's nice about this cup? It's got a cup holder for guys like me who, just in case I spill, I don't have to worry about it being all over my lap. So
yeah.
And I like the fact that it's like a black and white. It is. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, brother.
No worries.
And
yeah,
going right up on my
right
up on my coffee rack.
And speaking of bad news, there he is.
Hey, James. Happy New Year.
Be nice. I hear.
Yeah.
I made it.
What were you doing? $1.10 all the way home?
No, 80K. There's
80K?
there's nobody on the highways tonight, so it's not too bad.
Not too bad, eh?
That's good.
But I had some good news.
What's the goodness?
For Lorny boy. My nephew is an engineer at National Steel Car, and he helped design the 6000s. And I took him the copy of the model tonight, and he was quite impressed with it and met his approvals.
Oh, he took the 6000 to him?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Nice.
I gotta buy one for his birthday. It's gonna go. It's gonna go to the corporate office, sit at his desk.
Hey, the dog's not into that wrapper, is it?
What's that?
I just asked my dad if the dog's into that wrapper.
No, I got the wrapper
Oh.
on the chair. The dog's standing in the cardboard box.
But
John Garvin, how are you?
the Train Man One is in the chat. Welcome.
Yeah.
Our good
Yeah,
buddy
we're
Joe
saying hi to
Rader.
everybody when
Yeah.
you're just getting set up. Hey, Roger Coleman, how's it going?
Hey Roger, Ohio Steel Steel. Yeah, it's been a busy day.
Yeah. Been a busy day in the layout.
There's
Got
good
the
old Mike
5 amp.
H.O. Trains.
5 amp out of the box finally.
How much in the box? Yeah, I took it out. Yes, it's on the shelf.
What'd you got on the shelf? Your
The
command
5,
station?
the 5 amp DCC system. I unboxed it.
Okay.
Is that something new, James?
No, I've had it for 4 years.
Oh,
It-
that sounds like me.
Daryl.
I've got one of those that I just unboxed. I actually took my MRC wireless to my business. So I'm using my MRC in my office. I finally
Okay.
opened up my wireless NCE a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Now I got to put that together to
Yeah.
run that layout.
So I'm right now I'm planning the locations where I want to mount the panels for the NCE system. But I'm going to be going wirelessly anyway with my Wi-Fi throttles.
Yep.
Anyhow, but I'm going to have a couple of stations that are hardwired in the late, and I can move around. Just trying to decide on locations now.
Wireless.
Yeah, wireless. Yeah,
Thank you.
Is that wireless? Oh yeah, it is.
That's
I
wireless.
will be.
Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
using
That's the proto throttle.
Right.
yeah, and I'm using the TCS wireless system.
I didn't realize those were wireless, but I should realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, same as what I'm using is it's still Wi-Fi, but mine's TCS the universal Wi-Fi throttle 50 that I have.
Oh, okay. Hey, Derek Alexander, how's it going?
But I have that.
Hey, keep that over there. Eh?
But yeah. So I've been going through organizing things, getting rid of unboxing stuff that I've had, and I'm gonna go. I can actually sort everything, see what I have, and put it in categories. Trying to see where I is on stuff.
Well, at least we know you have 2 of everything.
Yeah, probably. I only have one compressor,
Oh,
Yeah, I need a belt pack for that wireless.
and I gave
need a
that
backup.
away. I gave that away.
Belt pack?
No, the compressor.
Oh. Did
I
you
don't
get
need
a
it.
package from Model Train Aficionado too? Or
Yes, I did. I've had it for about a week. I was going to open it up tonight.
yeah, open her up. We'll let you. I already
Oh,
opened mine. I thought that was pretty cool.
yeah.
Pretty busy.
No, I think that's beautiful.
Well, I was waiting to
Actually,
do it tonight anyhow,
you
but I
can see it.
wasn't sure about.
Badass.
There it is. There. I've been
Oh,
waiting
see,
to
that's why I
open up
ripped the
tonight.
names off of it.
Oh, they can't see from there. They're blind like me.
You're probably getting the ring light. Can I
Who,
shut
you?
that up?
Yeah, just a little bit there, Mike, but that's okay. At least we know you have a ring light now.
There you
I
go.
don't have a ring light.
Yeah, I don't have a ring light either.
It's for
I
doing my
actually-
makeup.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I got my makeup on right before I go live.
Hey, did you see that there's a new setting
needs more
in
makeup.
StreamYard to make yourself look prettier?
He needs more makeup.
There's a touch-up button. The
Touch
your
up
appearance
button on
button.
StreamYard, eh? Oh, jeez. I got the peanut gallery in the background. Hey, Thomas Moore, how's it going? And Thomas Grassy popped in. I believe I said hi to Derek Alexander and John
Oh, this
Minerva.
is very cool.
What'd you get?
I
Let's make it
got
bigger, Junior.
CP Rail.
Hang on. There you go. Ooh, look at that bad
sweet.
boy.
Thanks, Chris. It's beautiful.
That is
That is
beautiful.
cool.
Yeah.
Hey, what'd he go through? A snowbank before he got to the yard? Because look at the
This is
front
the
end of that
East
thing.
End, the Selkirk Yard in Albany, New York, taken December 2000.
Hey, where's that on yours? On the back?
Yeah, on the back. You gotta read the fine print.
I've
Like in
seen that on the
contrast,
back.
it's on the back of mine right there.
Oh, nothing on the back of mine.
Oh, I got a story.
It must have fell off.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. Snow and everything. Jason calls it white crap.
White crap.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna hang that in the train room.
Yeah, that is a nice
Yeah,
picture.
that is cool.
Yeah.
Hunter Stewart,
56
how's it going?
5671. Looks like GP38. So I guess. Cool.
All right, Corey. Corey and Rail Artists. They're
Well,
Can
I
you
have
not post
something
anything
else.
there, Daryl, or no?
I have something else I got from a guy named Mike. I didn't open up yet. Kind of waiting for it tonight.
Oh, you held on to that long?
Yeah.
Okay. Open her up there, son.
I got something else I got too. I got to open up too. I've opened it up.
Yeah, I
I've
just
been
didn't
waiting
want
for
you
it
opening
tonight.
it on the
Yeah, I
live
know
that we did
that.
there was before Chris's, that's all.
Yeah, well, I waited until I got to this time of night.
How far is Gatineau, Canada? That's in Quebec.
Gatineau, Quebec. Well, that's a good 6 hours from here, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say a good 8 to 10 for me.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, no worries. Show and tell. Speaking of show and tell, check out well, we'll let
Well,
James open that up.
so when my coffee gets cold, I can blame this guy.
Yeah. There you go.
Cool. Thanks, Mike. Yeah. But I got something else I ordered on eBay. So you know that I'm working on a heritage train.
Yeah.
I'm building a train that has rolling stock that made up BNSF. Everything rolling stock that was the fallen flags are going in the middle of my locomotives and my boxcars. Well, I won't take the parts out, but I got a Colorado and Southern boxcar.
Okay.
It's a 36 footer. It's a kit I need to put together.
Like exact rail kit?
It's actually a blue box kit,
Oh, blue box. Athearn blue box.
but it's what enticed me was, and Randall might know this a lot if he's on the chat. It has an aluminum die-cast frame.
Oh, for the weight.
Yeah. Now, I look at it. It's been mangled, or it's got some.
Missing
I
wheels.
guess from the casting, they got to be cleaned up. But yeah, that is aluminum. It's a kit. I won't take it out of the box. Yeah, it's a Colorado and Southern. I think it cost me $9.50 American for it.
Hunter's 152 away from 1,000.
Okay.
Take it off, Pops.
Yep.
Okay.
What's an armamentum? What's that mean,
Hang
Sparky?
on.
What's Sparky saying? What is that? I don't know what he means by that. But this is eBay purchase. It was $9.50 American plus shipping. So I think it cost me $34 Canadian time it got up here. Best bargain I ever got on
Keep it
eBay.
on the tracks.
Yeah. But that was my eBay purchase.
Hello, Ernie.
I want to know what Sparky meant by that word.
What? Wow. I got sidetracked there.
You took it off too.
Well, hang on.
You
Where's
said,
Phil?
I know what I meant by it. What does that mean? What is Armamentum James?
A room.
Do I have to ask?
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess it's not important. But yeah.
He says aluminum. Yeah, he tried spelling aluminum. That's what I thought he was trying to say, but wasn't.
Well, I couldn't spell aluminum anyhow, so I spell check, and he even still is wrong. So don't feel bad. I'm a lousy speller.
Keep it on the tracks.
Say aluminum.
Yeah, aluminum.
I can say it in Newfie, but I haven't,
You got no audio. Turn up the
Oh,
volume.
there's Mr. Lorne. I got Mr. Lorne. Mr. Buddy here. This is your
You give that one away?
6,000 gondola got 100% approval by the engineer at Steel Car tonight. He was quite impressed. He's got no audio.
Oh, that's because he's on the Disney ride, probably.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Getting the copyright straight.
So I'm so broke. Well, I'm gonna buy one more of these gondolas, and it's gonna go to the corporate office at National Steel Car.
That's what happens when you go to Disneyland, eh?
It's Colorado and Southern, Derek. It was it made part of what is now BNSF.
BNSF.
Colorado,
So you're making the
Colorado
BNSF train.
and Southern. What's that?
You're making the BNSF train.
Yes. I did order some decals from OVR to make my own boxcar.
Nice.
Yeah, I need more trash. But I'm like, well, this one's going to go into the corporate office of National Steel Car, and I'm going to deliver it in person.
Yeah. Thomas, I should have some next week. I got to go take a young fellow back. So I'll probably pick up some spikes.
Yeah, no, it's
Hello, race fan. How are you, race fan?
But he looked at the detail of the gondola, and he was quite impressed with the detail.
Yeah.
That's from the engineer at Steel Car, who helped design this car.
Oh, how you doing, Izzy? Hopefully
Hey,
you're having fun at Disneyland. Keep it on the tracks.
Well, my nephew's down in Florida too. He's in Daytona. But yeah, Daryl, it's Colorado and Southern. I'll get it out again. You see it?
What's that?
This car I bought.
Oh, it's got no wheels. It's a hover.
No, it's not. It's a kit. It's a kit. I got
it. It's a kit. Well, what kit is that?
It's an old blue box.
Oh,
James, you need one of these pinkies.
What? I have I have universal Wi-Fi throttle. What about
you? Want to come say hi? Come on. There you go. You want to say hi? You say hi.
Just like you tossing away 2 scale trains. You gonna do that?
Yeah.
Mr. Mike?
Yeah. Good seeing.
Yeah, I got it off eBay, Daryl.
Disneyland or Disney World? I don't know. That's.
He's in Florida. He's in Florida, so that's Disney
Disneyland's in Florida, and Disney World's in California.
Yeah. No,
Don't
the other way
forget,
around. Isn't it?
yeah, you any folks in the south? There's a train show at Cocoa Beach this weekend.
Isn't Disney World in Florida and
Yeah,
Disneyland's in California?
Yeah,
yeah,
Disneyland
that's
is
correct.
in California.
Yeah, that's right. So Mike
Disney
backwards.
World is in Florida.
That's right. And Lauren is
Hey,
at Disney World.
no,
All right.
Disneyland.
I
It's
gotta
in
get
Florida.
Disneyland's in Florida.
No, Disneyland's in California.
Who's on first? What's on second?
You're on left plate.
Hey, don't
No,
mind
who's at,
me. Don't
who's at
mind
home?
me. I'm just getting ready to do
You
a.
tell him, John Benecki, he's in Disney
Disney
World,
World. Okay, that's in Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
Florida. Yeah,
FLA,
not Disney. Not LA. He's in
not
Florida.
LA. FLA, Florida.
Disney
Yeah, baby.
Disney World. Hey, race
Straight
fan, welcome.
straight to 8. Derail Daryl, what you got there?
What I've got here is a.
Is that a
Um,
fish tank?
I got a brainstorm a couple weeks ago, and so what this is, what you're looking at, this is a shadow box that I had built. It's the first one that I've done, and actually, what it is, it's just a box.
Yeah.
It's this is glass, and I took a backdrop photo and I cut it out and placed it on the back, trying to match the blue with the other blue. I think I did okay.
Yeah,
So
looks good.
this I built this long enough so you can showcase anywhere on a cabinet or whatever, and so you'll be able to hold two locomotives. I'll be able to hold two locomotives in it. It's got a little light up at top. So what I've got right here is the insert that when I unlatch the back, I can set this in. So I started off with palm trees in the back. Now, what's interesting about this is I made it so once you've got it, you can slide the glass door open to change out the trains or whatever it
Yeah.
is. So
When you're going to connect that track to the rest of the layout, so you can change it by track, not by manual.
well, you know what? That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
You could incorporate something like that. So the glass just slides out because once it's up on the wall or once it's up against the back of the wall, you're not going to be able to really get to it, open up the back. So that's why I made this an insert.
Yeah, I like it.
And I can change out the inserts anytime I want. I've never seen this done before. It's kind of like my Lazy Susan build. I never seen anything done like that to showcase AJ's work that he had done for me. So I just had a brainstorm. So I thought, you know what? Before I actually get started, I'm actually gonna make a road, and I'm gonna do it by using just gravel
Simple.
because it's just gonna be a dirt road, and
Yeah.
so
This show's gone to the animals tonight.
One
I
thing-
thought while you guys were doing your live, I could just be working on this.
Puttering
So
away.
basically, all I'm going to do, this is like I said, this is pre-made grout. It's ready to go. This is I got this from HD Home Depot, and it's called Haystack, and it's pretty close to what I'm looking for. So that's what I made all my mountains out of after I sprayed them in foam.
I have to check that stuff out. I like that. I have to mix it.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spread it on the track, spread it down here, because you would obviously want to do this first before you actually start ballasting and stuff like that. So, and it doesn't have to have. I need to get it wet.
Derek, this is the first cat I've ever owned in my life. And I think I'm overfeeding it. because
Looks like it.
this thing is huge.
Now, one thing, Mikey, I found out in researching Colorado and Southern. This is the original logo here.
Yeah.
Apparently, Colorado and Southern was a narrow gauge railroad in the U.S.
Oh wow.
And most of the rolling stock I found for sale was ON30, believe it or not. But I did find the one on eBay.
Pretty much like the Black Panther, aren't you?
What's that?
CP Great Lakes says it's like the Black Panther. This cat.
Oh yeah. Feed me a bit more, Dad. But yeah. So I was going through organizing, putting power around the layout so I could start plugging in war wards for the lighting and switch machines, things like that. What?
Derek says, "Good thing the cat likes you. She's a good size."
Have a Jaguar? Yeah. But yeah, I have the TCS, the Universal Wi-Fi throttle, 50s. I got a pair of them. Nice to have your proto throttle, but unless you're going to give me what I paid for the two to buy the new one, I'm not going to throw them in the garbage.
Dave BNSF and Scale, how's it going?
Hey, there's the man, BNSF.
Yeah.
I didn't bring it downstairs. It's upstairs. I didn't have time. But I did, Dave Scott. I did get a BNSF. It's an ET44C4 for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
It's
Rick
upstairs.
James, River Horizon, and Scott Rails. Dave, how's it going?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so I did get that for Christmas. And we went shopping.
I only got for Christmas what we shopped and got. That was it. That was
Yes,
Christmas.
that's right. Well, my wife gave me money to buy the locomotive for Christmas, and that's what I got.
Nice.
And I did buy some more rolling stock to go in that train too.
Derek, it's funny. Sadie wants to play with the cat. The cat's got nothing to do with the dog, and the cat tries swats at Sadie.
Hey, Chris in the chat. Hey, thank you for
Hey,
the
Mom Train Aficionado. How's it going, buddy? Happy
thanks
New Year.
for this. Beautiful.
Happy New Year's to everybody in the chat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll make it all bigger here. Thanks, Chris.
We appreciate
Really
that.
There you go.
Fantastic. Yeah.
You're not getting the glare.
No, I'm pretty good there. There, how's that? That's better.
Keep it on the tracks.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Nice picture.
Yeah, excellent.
Appreciate that big time.
Well, hang in the train room for sure. Yes, I did. Okay. So I did get another boxcar for the train. It is a Santa Fe boxcar.
Ooh. Is that the one I bought you?
No, that's another one. That one's
Speaking of the folks in the chat, the ones that won on the contest, I think everybody should have their coupon by now that I emailed out. I heard back from a few guys. So as long as
this
you got
one
them.
that Mikey bought me here.
Well, you didn't hear back from me.
Say what?
You didn't hear back from me.
Oh, did you win?
No.
Thomas says, "Yep, we got yours." Okay, perfect. Curly said, "I didn't get mine." Oh, chat's flying. I didn't get mine.
It's be perfect, Chris.
Crooked River and Eastern. Hello. What happened there? You took that down, James.
Well, I tried to flip it, and you're flipping it at the same time.
No.
So
You
this
flipped it.
one here, Mikey,
Yeah.
The railroad is Toledo,
Steve got
Petrolia,
it.
and Western.
Yep. Right. Floyd got
So I
his.
never heard of that one before. That's interesting. I like this different stuff on trains too. Oddball railroads,
Yeah.
picked up a stray boxcar somewhere and is stuck with the train.
Postmodern. How's it going, buddy? Happy New Year's.
Anyway,
And Steve G. And who else popped in there? We had a couple names here.
Randall Ellis is in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully everybody had a safe and happy New Year.
When I was
I don't
heading
think I've
out,
seen
when I
Ted
was
Silver
heading
last
out, when I was heading out tonight,
Yeah.
this afternoon, two trains at the same time were going over the bridge, heading
Going over.
heading west.
Yeah.
The Dundas sub today
Oh, okay.
around, I don't know, around 2:30, quarter to 3 this afternoon. There's two of them, an auto rack train and a mixed freight, both
Nice.
heading west.
Train Master 9000. How's it going? Happy New
Hey,
Year.
Hunter Stewart,
And,
Hobbies, welcome.
next year, Derek. Well, we're already into next year. So that could be any time now.
What's that?
He said he didn't get his prize. But I said,
Oh, I did win a prize on Jim Tedesco's Christmas show,
yeah, you and Derek both did.
and I did
Jerry.
help with
Jerry in there?
shipping. I did help with shipping on that. So it's going to be he's going to mail it out probably this week. I did
Okay.
get a puzzle piece from Tammy and Ray too. It's
Oh,
upstairs.
cool. That's awesome.
And
Duncan Apple, how are you? And Postmodern. Thanks for coming out, fellas.
I also got a piece of rolling stock here I'm sending to Jason, the train freak.
Train Freak.
Oh yeah, I can't. This is a pretty old box car, but
Jerry, how's it going?
this is a wooden box car.
Oh, Sparky's saying he's only got 4 people that's claimed their prizes.
Holy cow! This is a cotton belt, blue streak,
Cotton Belt.
wooden box car.
That's a nice box car.
It's got brass wheels on it with an insulator,
Hey, I think I got a Cotton Belt.
die-cast frame. It's like someone built this from a kit at one time. But that's a wooden box car. Wood. It's actually wood.
People don't watch the winners videos, I guess. Ink Thrills. Everyone make sure you vote on my Christmas haul part 2. Okay. What you doing there, Ink Thrills?
I watched as soon as you
Awesome.
released it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Kirk River T-shirt.
It's going to be a good when I get it all done.
Soraya Junior Lewis, how are you?
Mr. Crooked River and Eastern.
And good
Sorry,
number
folks.
15.
I'm just into
What are you
it.
spackling there, anyways?
What?
It's Roadway Project. Were you listening to him?
Oh
You
no,
doing
this
a
is not. No, this is not spackle.
It's grout.
This is
Pre-made
Ready to
grout.
use.
yeah. This is what I use to make my mountains. And I just decided, you know what? I'm going to put kind of like a dirt road in between here. That way, it kind of gives it a little bit of different interest.
Yeah.
So like I said, for you folks that came in a little later, I am building, this is a shadow box, and got a nice little backdrop to it, and it's got a glass window to it that you can open up and, grab whatever you need. But what I'm actually building is actually the insert, so I can unscrew the back and put it in and screw the back up. Now I made this you can do it either one or two ways. I can leave it on a desk, or I can hang it on the wall. So that's what I'm building.
You need a hole on the one side and hook it up to your track, and you can change it automatically.
Well,
Yeah.
that really is a good idea, but I really didn't want a TV in the middle of my layout. I was gonna put.
I know an expert on making holes too.
Brad, just email me and I'll send you one.
Yeah, so I'll just. Mike and I were talking earlier, and I said, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be actually doing something, and so while you guys are doing your thing, I'm just gonna do my thing. So I'm just
Yeah.
waiting for this to dry up a little bit better, so I can.
So that's
And
a lot
then,
easier to work with, right? It dries pretty quick.
oh, it's real easy to work with. Yeah. I mean, for my rock faces and stuff like that, I will generally use plaster of Paris, but for this, this works really, really well. And when it dries up, it's going to look pretty much like a dirt road.
Okay.
So
Now, something else I'll show you too. I think you'll get.
Amtrak. We have Amtrak in port here in Michigan. Nothing. Well, I think what's that? The Canadian leaf or the maple goes from Toronto to New York. It's Amtrak.
Yes, it goes into New York State too.
I've got Amtrak in my office.
Did you buy the new Charger Amtrak train, Daryl?
Yeah. Actually, I bought two of them. They are the Bachmans, and
Yeah.
I was really surprised. I was really surprised on how really nice they really, really are. They were a bit expensive.
Yeah. How much were
But
the
well,
American money?
Conrail.
The I know there was a hobby store in Vancouver, and they were sold out of the Via version.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, Conrail Hopper.
That's not just a hopper. It's a ballast car. There's ballast and track today. You're welcome.
Yeah, I just saw it popped up, Sparky, on my computer. I'll have to watch. Yeah, I was talking to a hobby store that I've known for a few years in Vancouver, and they changed ownerships, and he was telling me he sold out everything, gone, not one thing left. They're hoping for more stuff to come in, none. And understanding that OBR is out of stock of the coaches, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
According to
Not
the
hit website yet.
well, the website is there's only well, I checked yesterday. Once they released that there was 24 locomotives available, but no cars. They're
Oh.
on there is a waiting list for those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I forgot I had this too to show you.
What's
Hang on.
that?
That's something else to show you.
But the but I was working on something else for the layout too. I haven't showed anybody yet. I have a picture of it though. What does Sparky need for his track at St. Thomas? Everything.
What you need for track.
Careful, Mike. Sparky needs those for his track at St. Thomas. Because Sparky just released a video on his charger.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it just popped up.
Like just tonight?
Yeah, I just saw it pop up. So it's available to watch later.
Okay. Did you get the cars too, or just the charger?
Sparky, did you get everything?
I would hope we got everything.
I hope so too.
See what the cars look like.
Well, I seen him on a video. Oh, he didn't get the cars.
You didn't get the cars.
Did you back order him? Pre-order the cars from later on, Sparky?
Look at this bad boy.
What is it, Mikey?
Oh, you see. Oh, I better not show you right now.
Oh,
Keep you
this
in
is
suspense
the
on this one.
this is the one that Wade
Keep you
Kelly
on,
did for you.
yeah, keep you on suspense, sir.
Yeah, I always saw the pictures.
Check this bad boy out. Run some trains. I had a train running, and then I wasn't sure if you're coming up tonight.
Yeah.
And then talking to Daryl there and shot me a text. So yeah, I'll shoot you a link.
Sure.
And otherwise, I was going to do a Bell's train. Then you could see my new part of the layout over there.
Okay, so Sparky's not getting the cars.
You ain't getting the cars.
He's not getting the cars. He has 2 tempo sets and 4 repeatable bud cars. I don't need more passenger stuff. Okay.
Oh yeah, you need more passenger stuff.
That means I can come borrow his charger and I'll borrow a car from somebody else.
You need the cars because it's totally different paint scheme.
I know.
Check out this weathering job.
This is done by Wade Kelly, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw the pictures he done of his on Facebook. Very impressive.
there you go.
That's your 5008?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
up
mine's
close.
still clean and shiny.
There you go. Maybe bigger.
No, he did a nice job of it. I have to admit it.
Check that out.
Oh, what is Kansas City? What is that an Intermountain?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Intermount.
yeah.
Yeah.
Change
We saw that locomotive actually on the rails in Smith Falls last year.
yeah. Look
I
at
have it too. Mine's clean and shiny though. Still.
look at the exhaust and all that detail he did in the girls.
No, he did a really good job. I was
The
very
camera
impressed.
doesn't do it justice.
Like if I was gonna do any kind of weathering like that, I definitely take my stuff to Wade Kelly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's beautiful work.
he does good work. So that's
No,
Kansas City Southern.
yeah,
And you see all the trucks done up, fuel tanks done,
yeah.
Oh wow.
grab hand.
No, that he did a really good job on that.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
And then I got CN here. I'll unbox it too.
Now, did he weather your scale trains too, or no?
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's
Just
next.
those 2.
That's next.
That's next. What, next month? Next year?
No, next month. And then there's the CN Heritage.
Oh,
that's
nice.
that's
100-year anniversary.
that's the one from Intermountain, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't get that one.
And he changed the antennas on the top.
Oh, did he?
Yep, to the prototypical.
Okay.
Then changed the horn
Okay.
and weathered the top too. You can't really tell because it's all black, but
Yeah.
fuel
Well,
tank.
I have the veterans set.
Yeah, he did a good job.
I see Train Master 9000 in the chat.
Did a good job on that one. Did a good job on both. Changed up the couplers too.
Chris, what do you want more of? Intermountain or Charger? No, Derek, I made a decision that I wanted the veterans unit, and I bought the Kansas City, same way Mike has, and I picked up the EG&E.
Yeah, and I
That
got
was
the
my
EG.
choice, and I got the 2 pumpkins now from Scale Trains.
And Crooked River and Eastern was he was hoping that he's like, yeah, I should have got that EJ&E. I'm like, yeah.
I have the EG&E. I made the decision. That's what I wanted to get. And now Not that I have money to buy two, but I made a choice that was I wanted that, and I got
We
what
did a good job of that.
that I was looking for. Yeah.
Change out the couplers.
Now what's on their amount when they get them? They're not KDs, right?
McHenry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he did a good
Who
job with
has
it.
HO scale trains? I have two. Mikey has at least two.
What's that?
Train Master 9000. Who has scale trains? You and I do.
I got 3.
And Daryl's got lots.
3.
Got more than me, that's for sure.
What, scale trains?
Yes.
Oh, I got, yeah. No, we don't. I couldn't even count.
No, that's right. I said lots. It was easier.
Yeah, no, it's just easier to say lots. I mean, it's
Yeah.
way beyond. It's way beyond my comprehension on how many scale train locomotives I actually own.
I only own two.
Did a good job on that, though.
No, I did an excellent job.
So if you guys are interested,
Sparky's got 8 or 9. More than me.
look up Wade on Facebook.
Yep, Wade Kelly.
Or you know what? Better yet, I'll do him a solid. And I'm going to go to his link. I'll go to his channel. And I'll post his channel in the
Yes, okay. No, he's
in the chat.
no, if you really want some detailed work like that, he's the guy.
Oh, it's obvious. He does a really good job.
Oh yeah.
And I must say, it's really hard for me, and I know a lot of guys have said this. It's really hard to take a $300 train and trash it.
Yes.
I mean, graffiti it, put, it's just really difficult. But I think in the long run, it looks awesome.
Oh yeah.
It's so
I'm
rare.
a guy who sits on the fence about having trains dirty. I like them shiny, but after seeing what Wade did to these, I would definitely consider doing up at least my veteran units.
Like, I don't even think the camera does it justice.
No, you can't see
No,
it.
you're probably right.
Like, look at that. And it's not over weathered. It's just
Just
lightly
right.
weathered
Yeah.
and grime, right? A little bit grime for grime.
Yeah.
Well, Cricket River's got lots of
He's got 36 scale trains.
no, he lost count at 36. That's he lost count after 36.
Look at all the antennas on top of that one.
What do you think of Subway? Subway what, Train Master?
Like Subway, Jarrett, go and eat sub.
Or Subway, underground subway trains that is in Toronto or New York City?
Well, Rapido just announced the subways that they're going to do.
Yeah, I saw that. It looked pretty interesting. But I'm not doing Subway, so.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, the food. I don't go there very much, so I couldn't give you an opinion.
Hey, seen that locomotive in Smith Falls?
Yes, you
5508.
Yeah, it's on my
I
phone.
asked Bubs the other day if that was 5508. He caught in his video today. But he never got back to me. Keep it on the tracks.
But I'll show you something that I'm working on.
Oh, yeah, Firehouse subs. The bomb.
So, you've seen these before, right, Mike?
Yeah, hang on. I just switched my camera. Yeah, the switch machines are the.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at the head on that.
I'll make myself bigger. These are the buttons, the push buttons.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get the guy in London to do that?
Yeah, he's making. This is the prototype so far. We've come so far. We're still working on the design, but he's going to make me fascia panels for my push buttons.
Yeah.
He's going to 3D print them out.
Nice.
and they'll fit. Once they're done, they will fit Walter's push buttons. He's working on that, but he only works on the weekends.
Okay.
Bye, Hunter. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Yeah, good luck, Hunter, on the 150 or whatever you got to get there for your 1,000. I think that's what he's going for, is 1,000.
Who is?
Hunter Stewart.
Okay. I know Joe Rader needs about 27 to get to 500.
27.
Yeah.
Well, let's get Joe there. Go see Joe Rader,
Rader.
Black Rock and Central. Hit that like and
He needs
subscribe. It don't cost a dime.
26 or 27 to reach 500 subscribers.
Nice.
Mr. Our good buddy Joe Rader.
Thanks, John. Appreciate you popping that up.
And, but I've been organizing the train room, unpacking stuff. I'm installing electrical around the layout. I'm almost done with that.
She's almost Helix time.
Who, me?
Me?
You, yeah. You got a Helix, not me.
Yeah, because I'm
Thanks,
almost
John.
Helix.
Yeah, Joe Rader, he's about, last time I checked, he was 27 away from 500.
Real close.
Yeah, he's close. Check
Yeah,
him out. He does a lot of kit builds too. He does a lot of stuff with building kits.
Thanks, John. Appreciate that.
Jack. He does a lot of work for Jack. And you want to see a shade? Joe Rader has a shade.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen the shade.
He has one. If you want to see a shade.
I think Daryl, you got a shade too, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought I'd seen it.
Yeah, it's a Bachmann and it's missing a few little parts, but I'm telling you, watching those mechanical pistons and everything go up and down, they're just amazing locomotives.
Yeah,
Nice.
And there's nothing wrong with Bachmann steamers. I have a Bachmann steamer in New York Central. It's a beautiful running locomotive.
Well, I'm going to tell you, when my buddy showed me, look, I don't run passenger trains because my main layout is about what moves America. It doesn't matter what it's what moves. It's trains and trucks. So
isn't people
I don't have any passengers. This office, my office, I decided to put a passenger train in it.
Yeah.
Something completely different.
Yeah.
Hey, you got passengers that show up.
Yeah. Well, I definitely like that shade, and Joe Rader needed a piece for his, and he got it, and it is a nice looking locomotive. It's not super big, but I do have a Bachmann. I think it's a 464 New York Central. That's a nice running steamer, and it didn't break the bank. I bought it.
I don't know why this. But they came with
What's that, Mike?
spare handrails. You notice the last couple of models came with spare handrails?
Well, the Intermountain did, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Yeah, the Intermountain came with that. At least the two I opened up.
Even the EJ&E had one.
I knew the EJ&E did. I didn't check the other ones. That was pretty neat to get an extra handrail set.
Yeah. What did we miss? Derek saying Daryl aren't the passengers Americans? American.
They can only carry one box at a time. That's the problem. It needs 10 boxes.
Well, they're I don't know, Derek. There's a lot. Look, there's a lot of things I would have said right now, but I got to remember I'm live.
Oh, we would not
Get him, John. Get him, John.
keep you, Daryl.
43 and 24.
I know. I got to keep it clean. No, seriously. I have a passenger. I have a passenger on my main layout, but it's all boarded up, and that's where actually a crew change will happen. Is right there at that passenger's train station because they discontinued service through that area. So I'm just, and it doesn't, there's a lot of people who love passengers trains, and I'm telling you, man, the passenger trains are just beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous. But for me, it's not my forte.
Now, if you wanted to see a subway train in a Canadian subway, I wouldn't call it a subway, but it's that Dystopia channel. What's this called?
Denny,
Denny's
and,
channel.
and Scale Dystopia.
He's built an underground system to get the GO train underground, which is pretty cool.
That's
impressive. So it's not really subway, but he has you could add a subway to that, but he's done a ramp that goes below the layout for the GO train, which is pretty good.
Yeah, John Canopple, hope you get better there, buddy. Happy New Year's to you. What are you putting on there now? Is that the same stuff?
It's like paint.
Were you talking to me?
Yeah, talking to you.
You talking to me? Yeah, no, it's the same stuff. I'm gonna continue it along, and when it's all dry, I'll just kind of pastel colors or whatever of the road. I'll make sure before it dries up that I got to put little holes in for a stop sign like that on each side.
John.
I mean, what's nice about this is this shadow box. Like I said, I've never seen anything done like this. I've seen clothes. You can buy them in like really small little boxes, acrylic, and I've seen little backdrops on them. But I made this so I can actually either have a locomotive or a few cars. It's long enough to where you can put a big boy in it. But I'm gonna I have two scale trains, Norfolk and Southern heritage units that are actually going to go in this. And go figure, I'm a UP guy.
Yeah.
But awesome. But this is the first time. Actually, this only took me probably about a few hours to actually put together and build. What the problem was matching the paint and the glass. See the glass on this. I made it so I can pull it. I can pull it all the way out. You can completely pull. You can completely pull the glass completely out. Now it does. Now keep in mind when you do that, one side has got a small little slit in it for it to come out. But the nice thing about it is this is more than wide enough to put two locomotives and still be able to showcase. Now I early this morning I decided to add the bottom parts of it because I thought to myself, you know what, it kind of looks funky just as a box sitting on a table or whatever. So I added the legs to it. So I'm kind of glad I did because it gives it a different dimension. Now that I actually built one, I know what to do and what not to do. So so I'm pretty proud of the project, and I think they would make nice little gifts.
I almost got some palm trees the other day when we were at the store, James. They had some there.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Your basket was getting pretty full, though.
Yeah, you know what? I decided to add the palm trees only because this is a Western. It's a more desert scene, and you're not going to find palm trees up in the mountains. You're not going to find them in the mountains. So that's off in a distance. But the palm trees, I think will give it a little depth. And just before the live stream, I decided, you know what, I'm going to put a road in there, but I can't ballast because I ballast different than anybody else ballasts. And I just do things different. I'm now in an environment where I can actually do bills and show how I do work. I mean, my whole top of my layout is, is done with foam, parking lot signs.
Give us a view of your office there, if you don't mind.
What's that?
Can you give us a view of your layout there?
Yeah, sure. Let me change cameras. I've only got 2 cameras, but let me see if I can.
Okay, John, thanks for helping us out. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, we lost him.
We lost him. I didn't do
Off
it.
the tracks Monday.
I didn't do it. I'm innocent. Totally innocent.
Take care, John. Thanks for coming out.
But
Stay
when we
safe
went to OBR on
Happy
Friday,
New Year.
we didn't spend too much money, Mike, did we?
Yeah, I spent a few bucks there. I had to go to the till twice. Well, you seen the big bag. You want to see the big bag? Where'd that big bag go?
Oh yeah, I had a smaller bag.
Hold the fort. Okay.
Hold the fort. I had a
You hold the
smaller
fort,
bag.
I'll
That
get the
was
chopping bag
not
that I
too
was using.
bad. But it did get the caboose though. I got this beauty here.
Hey, here's somebody in the basement.
Yeah, it's Daryl. Our buddy Daryl.
Yeah, add him in.
I did. Well, I did.
Okay, right back.
Okay. Run away. So I got this one here.
What do you got?
And I picked up a couple of these pressure aid hoppers. And of course I got this one here because Casco, and I used to service their equipment, believe it or not, in Port Colborne. $10 an article. Okay, Lynn McCurdy, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your trip. There's no trains down in that part of the world, I don't think. Yes, I picked that one. I actually got, Daryl, I got 2 of these. 2.
All right.
I got 2. The other one went. Oh, here it is here. Just to prove to Daryl that I got 2. 2. Yeah,
right
I used to service their equipment.
Oh, really?
Yes. Well, that's what I did for a living. I fixed motors. I'm an electrical apparatus service technician. We fixed industry. Believe it or not, there was a steel mill in it was in Ohio somewhere. Nelson Steel, they had an operation down there, and my boss delayed my honeymoon so I can work on a breakdown for a steel mill in the States. He paid to have the air flight changed and everything.
Right on.
Yeah, Daryl, 2. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you're familiar, but they're steel. There's a lot of what we call pickle mills in North America that pickle the steel to make it clean for automotive industry. Well, the pickle juice is actually an acid, and it's very corrosive to motors. In fact, it's so bad it dissolves metal. That's how bad it is. Like you used to have springs to hold the brush into the DC motors. Well, they disintegrated and they went to ground, all of them, because of the acid and the moisture.
Wow.
Yeah, John, that's this guy here. Yeah, I got one. So we were there on Friday, John. We were there for a couple hours.
But this bag I had.
Helping customers.
Yeah, helping customers selling NC power cabs
and some N-scale stuff.
N-scale stuff.
Yeah.
I can't find that bag, but that bag was hilarious.
Full. Yeah, it was full.
This bag had to be about this big, eh, James?
It was big. It's the biggest I ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
My bag was tiny compared to yours.
Sarah's filling it up at the counter. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a big bag. She goes, well, you need a
Yeah.
big bag. You got a shopping cart full.
Right.
Oh, I did get these. The Rapido.
You got twos.
It's a Rapido Passioner cars.
Yeah, we're there Friday. Friday
We're there
for
Friday, yeah.
oh yeah. You got a good deal on those.
Yeah, there's
Bub's got you some of those at Larkspur.
this thing
They
came
should,
from George's Trains at one time, eh, Mikey? I pulled the sticker off. It says George's.
says George is on it
Yeah.
and sold at OVR.
You may have gotten it in the States. I don't know. It looks like brand new, but that's for the stickers anyhow.
No, NCE. It's Power Cab.
Yes, the NCE.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a good day. It was a nice sunny morning. It was plus 4, but it got worse nighttime. Yeah, John, that's normal. I'm understanding that should improve by the pop-up in September.
You would you say you need a panel plate?
Who needs what plate?
Didn't you say you had to go back to OVR to get a panel plate?
Well, yeah, I'm not in a hurry for it though. I got planned it out where I'm gonna mount the ones I have and use that and cut a hole for the third one, and I can plan out what I need. Does OVR sell Scenic Express Super Trees?
They did for a customer. They will order you stuff in. Let me know because I can show you a box that I got. Super trees. A client ordered a case box. I don't know how many is in a case box, but there's like 40 of them. And
now I watched a video last night. SMT Harrison was doing this 4x8 layout. He went and bought a bunch of trees from Amazon too. He got a really good deal, and they look pretty good.
John, you just switched over to DCC. Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, he must have been DC before.
Yeah. So yeah, Mike, I'm gonna plan the location for the panel, and then I can measure exactly the wire I need. That's my next step. But yeah.
What's the next step, James?
Super trees.
No, I'm gonna mount my PC panels in place. Sell freight card with soundtracks already installed. That I don't know.
Super trees. Scenic Express.
Super free.
Yeah, Ronald, it'd be a bit of a drive.
Cars with sound. Yep.
Does he? Okay, I haven't seen him. I haven't shot him either. Probably.
Yeah, Ronald. I'm an hour and 20 minutes. James, what are you?
I'm 104 kilometers away.
Yeah.
1 hour drive.
Yeah, I like these trees. I need to get more of them, but you could. I don't know how many's in a box. Pile of them.
Are they super tree?
These are super trees.
They came from OBR?
Yep. We had these in after Springfield. The guy ordered them and never picked them up or whatever, so put them on the floor, and I should have bought 4 boxes. I only bought 1.
Why are you retiring the locomotives, John? An RS10, RS3s, S3, they're nice locomotives. Yeah, well, I think you have a choice between NCE and Digitrax. They're both American made. They're not, so they support you 100%. This depends on who you start off with. I started off with NCE, so that's what I went with. If I start with
Right.
Digitrax,
100%, Dave.
I got involved with YouTube and I found out I talked to Sparky, what he used. And I believe it or not, I went shopping around. 'Cause I didn't know much of this hobby stores. And I believe I bought my first system from OVR back in probably spring of 2020.
Yeah, I
I
think I
was
was
starting
21.
out.
21?
Yeah, and before that, the only thing I knew was DC because I worked with DC all my life.
Direct current.
I serviced DC.
But the
Anything from a quarter horsepower motor up to a 5,000 horsepower DC motor.
Chris, bring your
Worked on
wallet
big
to
stuff.
Amherst. You get super trees when
Oh,
you're at
okay,
Amherst.
but John, so you can buy a basic lock sound chip. They're about $45 and put it in. And not bother with DC and sound. That's what I do to my DC stuff. I put a basic chip in to get me DCC. Hey,
Yeah,
Boss Card Jerry, welcome.
you could do that, but it get out your wallet because you start putting chips and speakers in. You might as well go buy a
Well,
DCC.
if you're doing no, but if you already have a DC locomotive, you put in a basic lock sound chip. They're $45 at OVR.
Yeah,
Or anywhere other hobby store if you go to.
but
There's
if
lots of
you're
hobby stores around here. I shop at a couple of places.
if you want
But
to run DC and DCC, you have Digitrax is the way to go because Digitrack you could run DCC and DC.
right, but if you have already
NC,
invested in a system, you're not going to change.
yeah, NC you can only run DCC. That's it.
Right, unless you have a switch involved to switch the track over. And I think that is more. I'm not sure if I would go that route without doing a lot of. You have to figure out some wiring plans to make it work.
Yeah, sounds complicated to me.
It it's complicated in one sense, but it can be done. But you would have to really plan it out better, for sure.
Sounds like you're gonna blow up something.
But some people have done it. I've seen it. Well, Harrison hasn't done his layout. SMT.
SMT DC or DCC?
He has both. He has a switch on the side of his layout to switch it. He
Well,
runs both. So it can be done.
Can
Just
be
matter
done.
how you plan the wiring.
Read the news, you know.
That's right. Me personally, I'm not running. I'm not running DC on my layout. I'll run DC as a separate entity.
Thomas says he can run DC and DC on his NC.
Yeah, see,
No
that's
problem.
right. That's right. I'm not sure if I want to. If I,
Oh, double throttle toggle switch. There you go.
yeah, I've seen that done.
So what are you doing there? Just a little Bob Ross, a little dab here, dab.
Well, what I'm doing, I'm taking the sponge and since it's starting to dry up and set, I'm taking the sponge and kind of giving it the grout, some contour. Just that's about it. I mean, right now I'm trying to work on the work on the roadway, just so I can give it a little bit of but
Yeah.
it's not dry enough. It's not dry enough yet where I can actually make it some semi flat, but it's not supposed to be flat. So that side's good. So this side right now is finished. I mean, I got to let this dry for a day or two and then I can do the other side.
Yeah.
So I always ballasting is the last thing that I do. I never ballast before I'm done with my scenery. I'm just kind of funny about that way because the scenery was there before the railroad, so that's how I see it. And besides, I'm really stickler on a lot of people's videos. When I see their videos and they do up close shots, they've got ballast hanging in their tall grass, It doesn't look good. So, I just make sure that ballasting is my last thing, and I'm very careful about how I lay the gravel. And actually, how I lay my gravel is I've got one of these things right here. This is a little jar. They had spices in them, so they come with a bunch of holes. Yeah, they come with a bunch of holes in, and I plug off one hole. And when I'm ready to ballast, I can control what I'm putting in there. And I do it in a very controlled state. And another thing with me is rocks are not on top of your sleepers. They're not on your. I mean, that's another thing. I mean, rocks aren't on your railroad. They're not on the tracks. They're not on your ties. And so I think it's very important to get your rocks off the sleepers.
Now,
Hey,
do
Jerry,
you
I have
use
a question for you, Ballast.
your makeup brush for that?
I have a question.
This is Woodland Scenics. This is a fine gray blend. Fine. Sometimes I'll mix in the medium, but really, to be honest with you, I think there should be. I mean, because usually most people use the fine for N scale. I just don't think it's fine enough for N scale, and I think this is almost too fine for HO scale. And I
That's
think
my question for you, Daryl, about the people
Ballast?
are the ballast. So the fine is considered an N scale size, and the medium is HO size.
Well,
So
I
you,
think that's what they consider it. I
so you
consider it. I see mostly everybody who's doing N scale uses the fine. They use the fine ballast, which is this right here. That's what
yeah,
mostly your N scalers are going to use. I say a
yeah.
lot of HO guys use the medium ballast. I do too, but really, when you put the rock size up to a 6-foot person or an HO scale person, that rock next to their shoe looks like a boulder.
Yeah.
Do you kind of understand what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause
that's why I'm questioning because I'm going to be doing balancing eventually, and I never done balancing before. I see all kinds of ideas out there,
I use
but
fine and medium.
I think I like the idea of the fine with a blend of medium with the fine. Is that what you use, Mike?
Medium and fine.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So
I,
You can
I
do.
got
is your
coarse, and I don't use the coarse.
so is your
No.
percentage of mixture, is it more toward the fine and minimum medium, or half and half?
Are you talking to me?
No, Mike, when you do it.
I mix them.
But percentage wise, 50-50 or 75-25?
I
You
just
know,
keep filling it up until it kind of looks to what I want as a consistent.
Okay.
I just look at it
Like
like this
you'll
way.
see, right? I mix colors together.
Here's what Sparky says here.
Whatever she's in the mood for.
Yeah, and then
50%, 60%.
I
I
use
mean,
this
Two
makeup
third.
brush.
So he used, that's what I thought, 2/3 fine and 1/3 medium. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
good. That's what I wanted to know.
yeah.
Because that's why I'm thinking the same way as that.
tap the rails so you got nothing on the sleeper or on the tracks.
And Sparky's black and gray. Okay. And I started doing that with a little bit of brown mixed in. Because around in Dundas, we have a lot of shale. So a lot of the gravel around here has got a bit of brown tint to it too. Well, that's good. 'Cause I'm going shopping to OBR in probably a month or so, and Mikey's coming with me, and we're shopping for supplies.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna need more supplies before then, probably.
Well,
All
I
right,
only go until
this
then.
week. I chewed them up this week.
so
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see the little bit of shadows in the dirt, what
Yeah,
it's going to be, but it, it's got some
I like how it's all kind of like pasty and stuff, right?
yeah, it's already starting to set. And
Yeah,
so this, I've been using the grout for years. And when I do like the rockscape on my main layout, that was all done in plaster of Paris. you cannot get the detail work with the grout as you can with the plaster Paris when you're going to do rock work.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend that kind of time in my office and do that kind of stuff. My office is my office, and I use it every day. Clients do come in and out, and guess what? They don't want to leave.
I wonder why. So I'd be
That's what I'm
interested in
trying to
trying
get him
that.
to show the rest of the room.
I want
Yeah.
to try that in the molds. I have lots of
the
what
rock
did I say,
molds?
molds. Yeah, I have tons of
Well,
stuff.
if you guys want to see, if you guys want to take a look around, I'll unhook one of the cameras. So let me
Okay.
change the camera. Let me change the camera setting. The last time I changed it, I knocked myself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knocked yourself out there.
Yeah.
I'm just
You're
looking,
not,
Tom.
you're not
Oh,
the
yeah.
tooth one.
I like that on the screen there.
Hey, look who's on the screen, Trackside Mike. Hey,
Oh,
T-Real
who's
Joe
that?
Hawkins up there
Who's
too.
that guy?
And the alien?
Here, let me disconnect. Let me disconnect the camera. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So I'm sure everybody is familiar with this on my main layout, but yet it is different. On my main layout, there's no bridge. So there's a bridge, and yes, I did bring.
Passenger cars
So
What's
there's
she
my.
doing in the raft?
and a Volkswagen bus.
Hey, what's she
So-
doing in the raft?
So I wanted. I mean, these are kind of iconic scenes on my main layout, and so that's what this is. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be more like a disappearing, a disappearing river in the mountain range. So what you're looking at is the mountains. It's all done in grout. It was done with foam first. So up here,
Yeah, I like how that ground works there.
I wanted to create a static. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just static, but it is wired. Okay, so UP 844 does work. There's a little bit of movement in it. So that one is. So here's another iconic scene where I go underneath, but I created something different. Now I didn't want to. These are how all my mountains are done. They're done by foam. The portholes, the portals are all done by. I don't know if you can kind of see in there, but you can't see in there. They're done by metal signs, and I just bend them over, and I mold around them. Now
You
this,
say metal signs. What do you mean by metal signs?
I'll show you in a little bit.
Okay.
So because this is my office, I didn't want anything below the valence.
Okay.
So here was another scene that I did. That actually this locomotive, it's wired, but it's off right now. I got switches for both up and down to turn them on. If I just want to listen to one of those, I can. And this bridge right here, which I think these bridges are just awesome.
Zachville Bridge?
Yeah.
Love those bridges.
Yeah. This has been in a box for about 5 years.
Only 5 years?
Only 5 years.
You find how the railing, though, they're so easy to break?
Oh, yeah. Well, if you look very closely, some of them are broken, some of them are bent.
Yeah.
So let me. Sorry, guys. So over here, this is my first set of backdrops that I ever ordered and I ever did. So these are done by Trackside Scenery.
Oh, the backdrops, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you see the backdrops? Yeah.
Yep.
So I got the color somewhat close. I can still paint it up a little bit. And so what I mean by the portals, okay, so if you look really, really close over here on this one, you can see
yeah.
a kind of a metal in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how I do my portals. I don't put portals in my things because it's just who I am. I like to create. So this mountain, where that, okay, so that line goes into the other office. There's another office that's kind of open and free.
Yeah.
I'm just going to use it for staging on one side, 12 feet of it. So that's where that's going. So to kind of create that 3D look. So, you know, I mean, when I foam, I make sure that the foam isn't up against the backdrop, you know. So when I'm ready to give it its texture, it'll look like it's in the back.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome, eh? You can go to work and still get to play with trains.
so now there is okay, so now this backdrop I ordered has a road.
Gotcha. What do you use there for the road? Core form board?
Yeah, it's hardboard.
Yes. Sir. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
or
hardboard.
masonite. We
Masonite
call
board.
it masonite. We call it here masonite.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's masonite.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's how I did
I
my
wanted to make sure that I got a road in there. I mean, this is my office is kind of small, but that's okay. So then it goes around, and then you've got my lift out. So I'm getting caught. Hold on.
So this is not your garage layout. This is your office layout.
No, this is
James. This is my office. This is my office at my place of business.
Okay.
You can play with trains.
Yeah, no, this is my office. So there's my signed in and out sign. That puppy's worth a lot of money. But in any case, so this is kind of like my desk area where I sit at. But this is what I'm using right now. This desk right now to workbench off of, and it works really well. So the lift up part of it was the hardest part because I only have so much room to the ceiling. So I was able to cut and shape and cut, and finally I got it. It's only like a half an inch from the ceiling. So
that's what I got to do by the office door, something like that.
Wait, lift out?
Well, lift up or lift down.
I would go with lift up. It's easy to build.
Yeah. Now, see, this is the way, like James does. This is the way I build my lift ups. They've got an actual block. I've got a 3/4 inch block that actually lifts. So what the block system does for you, it lifts it up and out of the way, not lifts it up and grabs your track.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those my gaps in the track they're razor thin. There's not a huge gap between the rails. So that's the reason why I use the block system. Yeah, I think it's hideous. I do. I think it's kind of hideous.
You don't need to be that high. I made mine at a half inch. I did a experiment. I did a lot of mock-ups on the last layer to turn what I needed. But all it is, the half inch, when you hinge the bridge up, the track clears it. But when it comes down, but I watched another video yesterday of a guy did a lift up, and he did a nice job too. And he actually cut the track at an angle, and he made it together. And he didn't have as much of a block to raise it up, but he did a really good job on his lift out. I was pretty impressed with it.
Nice.
So another one of my passions.
What's that?
Another one of my passions is saltwater. I mean, I had a huge tank in my home, but I took it apart just because it took up almost the whole living room. So I have a little saltwater tank, and so over here is another workbench that I can actually do stuff. This is all brand spanking new. My office looked nothing like this before. It looked nothing like this. So yeah. So
that's
and then up here I have some Coke memorabilia.
Oh, cars.
Box cars. Yeah, those are G scale. Those are worth some money.
But
Nice.
Floyd, so you know, Mikey has a swing gate in his layout.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
swing gate, and then the other spot has to have a
There's
lift up
Heath.
or lift down.
Yeah.
Our buddy Heath is in the chat.
Hey,
Welcome,
Heath, how's
Mr.
it
Heath.
going?
Yeah, so I mean, I have a little futon that when I come back from long drives, I can lay down on the futon. But other than that, this
Have a little nap.
yeah, other
Okay.
than that, it's my office. This is where I do business. This is where I meet my have clients and meet. And
Yeah.
like I said, now that I've done this and I actually have trains running and I've got actually scenery, they do not want to leave.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah,
cut
they
yourself,
don't want to
right?
leave. Yeah. So down here is well, I've got all my supplies for today for the live stream and stuff that I'm using on. But
Yeah.
there's my coffee rack, and of course there is. I do love my trains, and that's the build that I did for AJ to view his cars that he had weathered for me.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and I got a nice toolbox. You know, got a
Yeah.
coffee maker, but. And then this side up over here, well, it's kind of hard to see. There's not really much to see, but this up in here is kind of an expression on who I am.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with
There's
that.
my favorite part.
Yeah. So I mean,
Right here to Marshall.
yeah, you know, it's just this is my dad's my dad's old Jeep Dale, Colorado and Southern.
Oh, nice.
Colorado Southern. I got the boxcar for it.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I have a question, Daryl. That locomotive there. When I did some research trying to find information on the Colorado and Southern Railroad, a lot of it they say was narrow gauge. Is that a true fact?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Colorado and Southern was a narrow gauge railroad in the U.S. and eventually he got amalgamated into Burlington or Santa Fe eventually.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to find rolling stock. I have one. And everyone when I saw them on eBay, they were mostly ON30. So I couldn't, I wasn't sure what was involved to adapt into HO, but I did find the one that I did get. That is HO. It's a 36-inch refrigerator car, actually.
So this room is 11 by 11. So
It's a good sized room.
yeah, no, it is a good size office, but like I said, it didn't look anything like this prior to my friend passing away, and we kind of started in my office, and like I said, this is one of those things where I said I'm going to he wanted me to start it and he wanted to finish, and he said he's going to be watching me build. So you know,
Nice.
he's a very religious man. I'm not, but you know. So, anyways, there you go.
Yeah, perfect.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, I would say it's quite an office.
Yeah, I got to get a couple of them signs. Zero's given and the neon light.
So Corey says I should let you know the Newfoundland Railroad, which is gone now, it was narrow gauge. Stop doing that.
APA Central, Rail fan, how's it going?
Yeah, Corey. Newfoundland Railroad was narrow gauge too. That's why they got rid of it, because it was too much of a pain for CN to convert the cars to narrow gauge.
Oh, we're getting busy over here.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Okay,
No worries.
that's done. So, what's nice about this room is I got my chair. It's got wheels on it, and I can roll from one cabinet to the other cabinet. And I cannot do that in my garage. And so my wife says, okay, well, so what are you going to do with your layout in your garage? Well, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that layout is basically pretty much done.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Now, Corey,
you're right.
too.
You're right, Derek. Yeah, Derek says, Daryl, when the time comes, everyone gets religious. Yeah.
Corey, the Newfoundland Railway is gone now. They took it all out. It's gone. Not one piece of
They
track.
got no rail no more.
No, it's strictly what's left of the rolling stock is scattered around the island as museum pieces or rusting pieces.
I think she's all boats now, eh?
What's that?
Boats and bicycles.
They don't even have. They used to have what they call a water taxi that went from Port aux Basques to St. John's. That's gone now too.
Well,
So the only way around the island is by vehicle or bus. He's going to put in his office somewhere, Jerry.
who's gonna?
What's that?
Your shadow box you're building.
Oh, the shadow box. Let me move to that. I do have a place for it. But the nice thing about the shadow box is you can take it anywhere. Actually, I was gonna put a lunch pail handle on the top of it. You can take it wherever you want, but it was kind of like the Lazy Susans. It's kind of like the Lazy Susans. It's something different. I haven't seen anybody build, but like I said, it's you know what? Here, let me get the tape measure out.
Yeah, Brad, I'll do a little video, and then you'll be able to see what I've done over the last week. Got a lot of work.
So this is actually, you can see it. It's actually 29 inches long, and it actually is. The depth of it is only 6 inches.
That's all she needs.
You need some,
and
you need some motion, right, like a TV. Now, Mr. Mike, I have a question for you. When you bought the signal systems from Atlas,
yeah,
did you buy the control modules for it too?
Yeah, I got those.
So I want to see how you hook it all up.
Okay.
That's my big concern. I didn't quite understand it.
Yeah. I hear you, Corey. I hear you. You got to get them in when you can. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Try to keep her PG.
What are you trying to do now?
It's an airplane joke.
Oh.
But yeah, lots going on. First of the year.
I'm hoping to start track in a couple of weeks. My first thing is going to be I'm going to install a curved turnout at the one end, and that will connect the track to what I've done on the elevated section, and I'll get that part done in the next couple of weeks. I just try to get things down here more organized, and I want to plan out the panels for the NCE.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing with the panels, because like I say, I got 3 panels, because now I got with the 10 amp system I'm going to hook up.
Did you buy that?
I've had that for 2 years. That was the first system I bought.
See, I bought the 5 amp. I didn't think I needed more than 5 amps.
Yeah, I bought the 10.
Right.
And then, but I've only been using the 2 amp, right?
Oh, see, I started off with a 5 amp, and I bought the 2 amp as an in-between system.
Yeah, no, I bought the 2 amp
after
the 5 amp or the 10 amp because I want to make sure I had it right first.
Yeah.
I
went with the 5 amp right away.
Dead gummit.
She said,
so I have the 5 amp. I bought it because when I first started involved with HO trains, I didn't know much about DCC, so I started checking with pricing for the system, and it was over $700 to buy it from the hobby store in Dundas, and I discovered OVR in searching something else, and it was, back then it was $535 for that. So I bought it right out the back. I didn't know about the 2 amp system at all.
Yeah.
Well, I bought it right from the get-go. I didn't buy DC at all. I bought a DC starter set for my father-in-law's memorial. I still got some of that. But my layout was strictly DCC right from the beginning with a 5 amp system. And that's all I need for my layout.
Yeah,
Only one level.
that's what I do when I do the plaster on the tracks. I'll wait for it to almost set and then run the wheels through it.
Oh yeah, well, okay. The thing with the wheels is I found when you put it on the track and you're going to do that. Okay, I get it obviously really wet, so it leaves some of the sand and some of the other stuff. But also, what I do is I take my fingers and I hold it down tight and I twist it. I twist the trucks back and forth as I'll twist it one side one way, and then I'll go through it the other side, twisting it the other way. That way, the flanges help knock some of that glue and sand off. And that way, I dip it in a small cup of water and I get it clean, and then I roll it again. And by having it that wet, it kind of washes away any glue or sand. And then you're good to go, because generally never, ever do I ever have to do anything else. The only thing that you have to make sure, if you've got a running railroad and trains are actually going over this, you got to make sure that your sides are flat and it's below the rail a little bit, because what ends up happening is if you're running a cleaning car or a pad, sometimes if one side's too high, it'll catch it, or the flange or the cow catchers on the front. Yeah, so you just got to make sure that it's just below rail height. But yeah, I take my truck and twist it. Now, as you can see, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but you can see in the wheel flanges that it's got some stuff on there. So what I'll do is I'll take it, I'll dip it in a piece of water,
Don't lick it off.
And I'll just go through it. But I really don't need to go through it. It's one of those things where I'm just used to. But when it comes to making roads, I usually always use the Mason knife. It starts off with a flat surface, and you can jimmy up. You can jimmy up the sides if you want. You can put potholes in it. You can paint over it. But generally, you're starting with a flat surface, and that's what is it for me.
Yeah, eventually they grow up and they get bumps.
Yeah. Now looks good what you've done, Daryl.
What's that?
It looks good what you've done so far.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I just thought this is the first time I've actually ever done something like this, because I actually think some people think that I don't build my stuff. But I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm not a stickler. No, this is the only way you can do it. Not that way. Never been that way. I am always trying different things so I can help other people when they ask, "Hey, how did you do that?"
I'm going to Home Depot this week. I'm going to test into that stuff, because I wouldn't mind trying that stuff on woodland scenic molds. See how it works out.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to use that on a mold.
That won't work, James.
Why won't
it'll crack? No. I guarantee you, even with my mountain ranges, I guarantee you, even when I do it, you put a little bit more on it, it will always the first time crack.
Well,
it'll crack in certain areas. So what I do is I give it some drying time, and then I just go back over it, and then it'll never crack again.
Well, I'll get you some samples, and when I'll go get some. I did an experiment with this Flex 90 drywall compound.
Corey, I've been looking for someone that does that. I've reached out to my buddy Denny from M-Scale Dystopia, and I'm gonna get him to see if he can laser print a railroad crossing sign. So you just gotta, like, it's all cut out, and then just take your spray can and there you go. Paint her on the road. Railroad crossing ahead.
All right. So
yeah, hard to find that stuff.
If you give me a minute, I'm gonna undo the back side of this.
Yeah.
And then I'll take it out and I'll set this in there so you kind of get an idea of what it's gonna look like. And I'm kind of interested myself. It's not done yet, but I'm kind of one of those people who like to see things before
Yeah, me
Mike,
too. So
the
don't go yet.
the roadway signs. I sent you a link to highways and byways.
which
Yeah,
I
they
use.
do signs. They do signs, not signs for the road.
They do the roadways,
No way.
highway and byway. Yes, it does.
Oh crap! I gotta get me some of
Yeah, that's what I use. Highways and
that. Hey, right
byways.
back, boys.
Because
Don't
the only reason
hang
I
it up.
know about that place there, because Vinny at one time was a sponsor on his channel. And he always featured this stuff. They always gave him stuff to give away at Christmas. It's called I sent you the link. Highways and byways. But Chris said that Lauren is going to try and sell the product. And there we are. So Daryl, so I was horsing around with some rock mulch. I have some leftover compound.
Hey James,
Yes, sir.
can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I don't use any. I don't use any rock molds. None.
Well, I had them, so I was playing around. I had leftover compound.
It's just really easy, and that's one of the things I would really like to do. I would like to do a tutorial on that because
What's that?
it's super easy without the rock molds.
Well, yeah. So I'm waiting for the video to get done now. Yeah. So I got these rock molds. I got them for free. I tried them out. That's what I haven't done it yet, but yeah. So yeah, that's right, Derek. Highways and byways, but I'm understanding that OBR is going to try and get him as a vendor in Canada. Where'd Mike run off to? Take the dog out, I guess? And Daryl all of a sudden went quiet.
Well, I'm putting the insert in, so you
Oh,
kind of
okay.
so you kind of get an idea of what
Yeah.
it looks like.
But I'd be curious to see how you do rocks without using a mold.
Well, I can do that now because I'm actually in a place where I can do it. I can't do it in my garage. Never could because there's no room in the garage.
Because full of trains?
Yeah, it's full of trains, full of dog hair, full of laundry lint, everything else.
I'd be curious because I don't mind experimenting with ideas.
Well, that's what I said. I'm not a stickler on one way of doing it. I am always trying something different and something new because I think it's important to. I just think it's important.
Now, when I do my backdrop, my layout here, I am not using one photograph at all. I'm painting all of it, 100% being painted by me.
Well, I made a mistake. I didn't put the.
We can bleep out the mistake.
Well, I forgot to. I forgot to put the. I have no room. I forgot to put the light through.
Oh, okay. But we can bleep out the mistake.
Oh, I'm full of those.
Yeah. But I use this stuff in the house for repairing. It's called Sheetrock 90. It's a powdered drywall compound, but it's powder. Yeah. You mix it as you need it.
A lot of people use that stuff.
But I use this I keep it in the house for the house because it doesn't go bad. If I need a bit of a compound to patch a crack in the wall, I mix up a little bit and away I go, and it dries fast. But I had some leftovers one day, and I filled some molds up just for horsing around. And it turned out not too bad.
Right.
I didn't pay nothing for the mold, so I got the material that's either going to go into the garbage or into the mold. So I made a few, and I'm going to play around with it. I got lots of them. Yeah, I know, Derek. I've been watching a lot of videos the last couple weeks on backdrops, and I got some ideas, and I'm gonna do about. I've ordered material is bought for the backdrop. I have it, and I'm gonna paint it. It's gonna come out the way I come out, and that's what's gonna happen. You're welcome, Steve G. And I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna experiment. That's all it is. It's the creativity. When I did my bridge that I built for my lift out, well, I'll go get that.
Okay, so
there's my bridge I did. This just came to my head. I just built it. I'm a woodworker. So I'm also electrical. So I watched that video about 4 times so far, Mikey. And I'm actually talking back and forth with Denny about stuff for me.
wow.
It's all painted. No, not one photograph. It's going to be painted 100%. Everything.
What the heck did I do with that locomotive?
But see, here's my bridge, Mikey.
Yeah, worked
I
out
built
good.
that from scratch out of wood. But
Hey, Anthony, how's it going?
I made
Happy
it to
New Year.
fit the space that I had.
Yeah, it works. I like it.
I'm gonna paint it up. I gotta do some. This is just primer right now. I gotta
Nice.
do some painting on it and weather it, that kind of stuff there, and maybe some color. I'm gonna take some drywall compound and fill some of the grooves. Do some blending. See how it turns out.
That's still kind of wet. I really don't want to
You gotta
set it
put
on
that in
there.
there.
But
What's
I
that?
really don't want to set it on there, but
Well, it's locomotive. I was gonna say you're not gonna put that on there wet.
no, it's a little
Yeah,
wet in
Dave,
that area.
he's an excellent modeler.
So there you go. It's kind of like there's plenty of room. It looks like there's almost like a 3D thing going on in there. And like I said, I got room for another locomotive, and it's just a place to be able to showcase anywhere. You can set it on your desk. You can do anything with it, and yeah.
Hey, Robin, how are you?
My brain's always working. That's the problem. I think I create,
He's
but I'm
like
also
100-mile-an-hour.
I'm a visual guy too, though.
Put her on paper. Yeah, it looks good,
I
bro.
gotta see it. And like the guy, we're working on this 3D printing of these buttons affair for my switch machines.
Yeah.
So the idea for this fascia panel, I just found this on a YouTube video. I don't know if you ever follow Peter L. He's a designer for layout,
Yeah,
and he was doing a video, and he had these panels for mounting his push buttons on. And I asked him where he got them from, and he got them from Tam Valley. So I went to Tam Valley's website and looked at it, and they were 3D printed, and they made the file available to anybody. So Plumber tried to print me a sample, but he was having trouble. At the time he was going through his treatment, so he sent the file to Thomas Grassi, and Thomas printed me the sample, mailed up to me. So I got the file from Thomas, and I sent it to a fella in London, and now he's working on a design to suit the buttons that because the design that I had was not made for Walters.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
made for another push button system. So we're making it fit Walters. We got all the bugs out of it. This would be a game change for anybody that has Walters switch machines. We made to fit this.
Daryl, he's got a question for
Who?
Who?
you. Heath.
Yes, Heath.
Oh, James just took it down. How much do you change to make one of those
Charge.
for an end scale? Or,
Wants to know
sorry,
how much to
sorry.
charge. How much money?
Oh, this is the first one I've ever built. I mean, I just did this for the heck of it. But now that I know what to do with these things, yeah, I mean, they could make pretty cool presents, but I don't know about mass building them. I mean, I guess I could build one or two for a few people, but it actually didn't take that long, and it's just basic material. It's I'm just gonna paint it black, and it's pretty basic. It's
First thing, Daryl, you just gotta build one for Heath.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to tell you something. If I built this for an N scale, wow, what you can do with an N scale with this size.
I was gonna say you could put a city in there.
Yeah, you actually could put a city in there. Let me think about it, Heath. I mean, it's pretty easy. It's pretty basic. But anybody can do it. But I've never, like I said, it's kind of like the Lazy Susan thing. It was just an idea, and I rolled with it, and it did really, really well. This is a lot different. I don't have the professional cabinet making equipment to actually make it to where it would be like Boxcar Jerry standard, because Jerry does beautiful work. He does very beautiful work in woodworking. I don't have that kind of equipment. So this is kind of like backdoor, but if you look at it, it looks
okay. Daryl, question. So that basically is a box with a frame on the outside, with a glass panel, painted, light in the top, correct, and track.
Yeah, that's all there is to it.
So, that's something I can build up here in Canada for me. I tell you, or anybody in Canada.
Wants to know what kind of light you got in there.
It's just your regular here. I think I got it.
Yes, right. Dave, a great idea.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah. You get those on Amazon.
Yeah, that's where I got it. I got it on Amazon, and I cut only 24 inches off of it. But these are pretty cheap. It's also got a clicker. You can change the lights, but I actually like the way it looks. So, like I said, now since I put the road weight in, I got to put before it actually sets, I got to put a post, a hole there for a post, and a hole over there for a post, and yeah.
And here's something too, Daryl. If you build that in N scale, you can use a motorman, make the train run inside the shadow box.
Oh, that's a great idea. Never even thought about that. But you actually could.
That's right, because it's N scale. So 3 feet in N scale, that's a fair bit of track.
Yeah.
You can have a train in there with a couple of box cars, or like a Christmas display. You can have a locomotive, a couple of Christmas, and you're done. You can make an excellent.
Yeah.
The way of doing an N scale in your layout without having the, because I would consider that on the wall in my train room for my N scale. I can make
I could probably do the same thing in N scale. I actually own quite a bit of N scale. But it that would be a double main line for me.
N scale,
yeah, I could put a double main line in there, and I just think, and no matter what. Now, the nice thing about this is this can go on forever. I made it so you can unscrew the back. And this is not going to be glued in, so I can take that insert out and then build another insert. Like I can do a completely snow scene if I wanted to.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be
And
something?
yeah, the insert will come out. I'm not gluing it in there because I know me. Now the other thing I was going to do is I was going to put a box, an old style TV antenna on top of it. That was one thing I was going to add to it. So
Rabbit
it
ears.
looks like
Rabbit ears.
oh, okay, yeah, there you go, rabbit ears. I was going to add rabbit ears, so as soon as I can find rabbit ears, those are going up on top of it.
Jerry's got a subway seat.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's
Yeah.
the guy that shopped at OVR. That's what he did. Shadow boxed a subway scene on his layout.
Yeah, see, that's cool. But you know,
Yes.
look, this is just regular popular wood that you can buy at Home Depot. I think it's like 5 or 6 inches wide, and so I bought a couple pieces of those, and then the 1/4 inch wood on the thing. I would have left it natural, but I think actually coloring it. Actually, I was going to color it maybe red. Actually, I was going to think about painting it pink. I mean, I could paint it all kinds of different colors, but what's intricate about this is here. I'm going to show you. So
But I
in
think
order
it's
for this
better
glass,
when it pops out black, right?
yeah. So for this thing, for this glass to slide out. Okay, so you see the glass right there. There's actually a you can get your thumb in there, but actually it just slide it out like that, and you'll pull it back.
Now, you don't have to use glass. You can use plexiglass too.
You can use plexiglass too.
Yep.
And like I said, this is very thin glass, so that's how I get it out. And like I said, it works both ways. What makes it nice is it's 3/4 inches on the back screwed into this 1/2 inch wood, and you can bolt it but I made sure that I wanted to put legs on it.
Yeah, I like it.
You know,
See,
something completely different.
Trying
That
to
should
find
be in the mail.
I know up in our area
Yeah.
here, trying to find a glass place is harder, but I know Home Depot and I know an industrial supplier in the city that we dealt with. Plexiglass is readily available, and I can cut it on a table saw,
Yeah.
which is easy. It's easy to handle, that's for sure.
And you don't have to worry about breaking it.
No,
Right.
and it's thin. 'Cause I bought that for my layout. I use that for a barrier around certain key areas to protect train from falling off and hitting it. And but I wanted to see, so I used clear plexiglass, and it's only less than 1/8 of an inch thick. It's not that expensive. And I know this place will cut it for me to size.
So there I go. I got my holes. I got my holes for my signs, my railroad signs. So because that will dry, that'll pretty much dry overnight next day, and then I can unscrew it and then turn it around and do the other side. Let that dry. You know, that's the thing about model railroading. Mr. Dave at Crooked River and I, and we when we talk, you know, we bitch about how long it takes to actually to create a scene. You actually have to go way backwards before you go forward, and then you have to let stuff dry. And if you're not letting stuff dry, that's where you get a lot of problems. You know, so I mean, I would like to continue this, but I want to wait and see how this. And I can already tell you, I like what I see.
Yeah.
Well, that's very good. I've seen things already, Daryl, but and technically you could at each end of the walls you could put 2 tunnel openings, like black them out, look like a tunnel. If you're all of a sudden it look like a tunnel, but it's not a tunnel.
Well, I thought about that. Now the other thing was matching the paint to the backdrop. It's a little darker, but that was my other thing. I was thinking about making a tunnel going in and a tunnel out. But this is my first build. Now, remember what I said. This could be an ongoing thing. You can pull the insert out and you can completely build something different. You can change it with the seasons. You know, you can do, it's endless. And you can also wire the track.
Yeah.
You can actually take the glass completely out, and if it's on your desk, you can actually, and I will demonstrate that. I am actually going to put, once this is done, I'm actually going to wire. I'm going to make sure that I have wires to it, and then you can actually sit there and watch it or just listen to it in the box.
Yeah, that's an idea too. What Jerry says to do, because N scale you have more
Yeah.
versatility.
Change the
Because with the
backdrops.
5, you could have a double the depth, have 2 scenes. Just gotta rotate it around. Yeah, there's all kinds of possibilities for N scale.
Yeah.
If you
Well,
want to incorporate N scale into your HO lift, for sure. I would
yeah.
definitely looking into an idea in the future. It gives
Yeah.
me all kinds of ideas.
Exactly what Georgia Sunbelt, Mr.
Yeah.
Anthony. Really cool seeing Double D 69.
Yeah. I've seen that.
It is deep, like some of those old beer advertising stands. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know, and that's what I wanted to give. I wanted to give it kind of like a kind of almost like a 3D look to it. And like I said, look, this is the first time in the years that I've been doing the YouTube. It's been almost 2 years that I've been doing this, that I actually built something. I even demonstrated how I'm doing. And I can't tell you how good that feels to actually build something in front of people, because I mean, I think I do really good work.
Yeah.
I just, you know, I have a lot of people who ask me, I get to implement it. And listen, there is no one way to do anything. And as a matter of fact, the discussion tonight has been just tremendous on this, because there's already been so many people who like, hey, you could do this, you can do that, you can do this. Yeah, no, I think this is a really cool talking piece. And yeah.
But yeah, because I know there's a Christmas train I've been wanting to buy, but every time I seen it come available, they're sold out. But I can get it in N scale. It's Broadway makes it. It's a steamer, but it's N scale now.
Yeah.
That'd be cool as a Christmas scene.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I have
definitely.
N scales. I was thinking about thinking about doing this in N scale, because I think a lot of people would kind of like, oh wow, Double
Yeah,
D's got N scale. No, I got kind of an extensive of N scale. It's just that my eyes and my hands are not for N scale. I would love to
no,
do N scale.
I agree.
That's
I
why
have a
I'm
bunch,
HO.
I
Yeah,
have
that's
a
why.
bunch of N
Yeah,
scale
that's why I'm
stuff,
HO, because
but I need
my
to change all
eyesight.
the couplers. Too small.
Oh, you're welcome, Dave BNSF. No, you're
Yeah.
very welcome. Let me tell you. Look, I'm not afraid to say it. I am jack of all trades. I am master of none. But I can tell you,
I
this
was gonna
came
say,
up a
I'm
couple.
master of none.
Yeah, this came up a few weeks ago. It's just kind of like my. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like my lazy Susan build.
Yeah,
You
no, it's
know,
cool.
I mean, come on. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, but I can
Nice.
tell you, it didn't. It's just another way to showcase something. But the shadow box takes it to a completely different level.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just starting to build this stuff, so
Well, speaking of building, I'm gonna get back at layout here tonight.
well, I have wifey time.
Uh-oh. I got
Uh-oh.
balloting to do.
What you gonna? Where's the boss? Hiding on you?
Upstairs.
You don't go and step with your wifey?
I should be in bed by now.
Oh, jeez. Okay, Floyd Rob, thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. You have a
Yeah.
happy new year too, and we have more trains to come. There's an
More trains
endless
to come.
supply of trains out there. I know there is.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a little video of what I did over the week. Got lots done this week.
Oh, you know what?
What?
I did not see Jerry's comment. Jerry said, I just scrolled back. If you did something that size for N scale, you
Oh yeah,
could put the backdrop in the middle and have two different scenes front to back.
That's right.
You, yeah, that is very true. You could
Oh
yeah.
do
yeah.
that.
You only
I found that
talking
out there earlier.
you're only talking a length of track or a bit
Yeah,
longer. A 3 foot
yeah,
length of track, it's easy.
That's
yeah.
300 miles in that scale.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Well, like I said, I mean, I come from a woodworking family. So I went to school. I mean, I placed very high in high school for cabinetry. It's just that I don't own the cabinet making tools, and everything has changed nowadays. I think Boxcar Jerry was really surprised one day when I asked him, "Hey, is that a Festool?" And I think Jerry almost thought that I don't even know what Double D knows what a Festool is.
I
I mean,
don't like Festool because I figured it too much money for
the equipment is just the equipment is so different than what it was when I was in high school. It's so high
I
tech, but it's not.
Dave says that's a whole unit train, 3 feet.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So Daryl, woodworking is in my blood. My
yeah,
grandfather was a shipwright.
Yeah, you make wooden boats, wooden shoes,
Yeah,
wooden.
and my other grandfather was a cabinet maker. I went to school for woodworking.
yeah.
But I had a choice to go in two careers. I decided to go electrical. So
Yeah.
woodworking, because
I like
fixed
wood
the
punching.
I fixed the equipment that produced the wood. So the woodworking came into play because I used to serve as a mill. In
Yeah,
fact,
we've seen your bench work. It's pretty good.
my the cat mill I did work for, he taught me how to build stairs. I built
So
stairs from scratch. But I don't like Festo. I think they're too highly priced. I prefer I like Makita and Milwaukee.
I got a shop smith that I'm gonna get eventually. Is it
A
shop smith?
Shopsmith,
Yeah.
they're a multi-tool. You can't buy parts from them. It breaks.
Well, that's probably why I'm getting it given it to me then now.
That's right. So I was looking at a mower today at my brother-in-law's place. He wanted me to see about fixing it. It's an old Pressolite, made in Canada. Yeah, I can't buy parts for it no more.
Festool, yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like it's good.
Yeah, I think so. It's a nice tool. I just figure it's too much for my blood. I really like the Milwaukee stuff and the Makita.
You get 3 box cars in there?
yeah,
Yeah,
I get these are. Oh, that's not that the coupler's broken on that one. Okay, so
That's
there's
right.
that one.
I
yeah.
changed mine out today on the ballast cars.
That's a
These
good
are
cleaner, Robin. I almost bought that
Ferraris.
one,
So there you go.
but I had a wood shop at the other house, Mike, before I went to trains.
Oh yeah.
I had a fully equipped woodworking shop.
Oh, Bowser. They're ballast hopper cars.
I just think they're overpriced. Period, Dave.
So let me ask you, do you think the palm trees kind of added something to it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's add some detail to it. You do live in Southern California, right?
Yeah. Well,
Mm,
that's what our mountains kind of look like here in
yeah.
Southern
So
California. They look kind of parched and dry. And so, like I said, so these are 60 foot, and that's a 50 foot.
so we have, believe it or not, Daryl, there's a beach in near us that the owner of the beach every year buys palm trees and plants them in the beach every year.
Right?
They don't survive the winter, but
No.
they'll
I wouldn't
grow.
think they would.
But he buys the palm trees. He plants about two or three. It's down Port Dover. He's got palm trees on his beach.
Huh. More
Uh,
money and rates.
every year he plants them.
Interesting.
All that.
Yeah, we have palm trees in Ontario.
Mm.
Believe it or
Oh,
not.
okay.
But yeah. But I think the challenge, the fun stuff for me and my layout is gonna start happening over next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm just trying to organize better to get things out of the way so I can be functional, efficient. That's all.
Okay, let's check this out. Okay, so I'm gonna plug in. I'm
We
gonna
checked
plug in the other thing of this, and let's see what kind of colors we can get out of this.
They probably get some funky colors.
You know, I didn't think about it until just
Well, they're
now.
actually American palm trees, Corey. They're imported.
Yeah,
Um,
I think people plant palm trees, but they gotta take them inside during the winter.
Oh no, these are too big for that. They just cut them down and buys new ones.
Like I say, more money and rates.
The business he creates in this restaurant, I guess, overshadows the cost of the trees. But they're on the beach in Port Dover.
Well, you plugging in something else on the back of it now, or same thing?
okay, so this is an on and off, okay, switch, but
Oh, we got the funky lights.
okay, so that works. Okay, so that works. So let's see what kind of light we got. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's a night that's a moonlight setting.
Thunderstorm.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Here's your lightning.
Oh, there's your lightning.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Stormy
kind of
sky.
cool.
There you
Yeah.
go. Fake palm trees.
Hey, stormy sky.
That is pretty cool. I gotta say, I'm glad I didn't throw that out. So okay,
Now
so
what you need a little pin light to shine a streak through it, and you turn on it. It'll be a lightning bolt.
yeah, that is really cool. That is
Mhm.
that will definitely get your attention. There's no
Oh,
two
yeah.
ways about it.
You need the rolling thunder now.
Might give you a headache with it flashing steady.
Hey, you need one of those rolling thunders.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got a bunch of other other stuff, but so here's 100. That's 100%, 75%, 50%, and then 25%.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Just kind of give you that nice little effect.
Yeah. So there's your 100%. But that's all, folks.
Well, I appreciate you coming up tonight. That was good.
Yeah.
Mike, I appreciate you guys.
Excellent, Daryl.
Yeah, I appreciate you giving me the chance to come up and say hello. You know, I mean, this
Derek,
is the first.
you're always welcome on our show.
Well, thank you, James. Thank you very, very much. Yeah.
We like
Yeah.
being replacement crew too on the fifth Wednesdays too.
Oh yeah, no, you guys are my replacement crew for the fifth Wednesdays. Yeah, no, hands down, you guys are.
Yeah, it's fun times.
So
Hands up too, maybe.
So tomorrow, who's
Tomorrow?
Sidetrack Tuesday?
Yes.
I
I'm not
believe
sure
Dave
whose
was
channel
last
it is.
week.
Hey, Israel, welcome.
Okay, now I am going live. I am going live this Wednesday.
This Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm going live this weekend. I'm taking the place of our friend Plumber.
You got
Well,
the cab crew on Wednesday.
Yeah.
he sent me a message on New Year's Eve.
Yeah. If
Yeah, he wished me a happy New Year's.
yeah, he wished me a happy new year. I encourage people to go over to Stephen the Plumber 33's community page and please look what he put up on his post.
I will. I got a mess. I usually mess him at least once every couple weeks. We chit
Yeah.
chat back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah. So I encourage everybody to go
Thanks,
over and hit up his community page.
Yeah.
And
No
it'll
problem, John
explain.
Benecki. We like to have fun.
Yeah.
All about having fun there and having
Well,
you
it
guys
is.
and having a laugh.
Yeah. See, I could never do this in my garage. I could never do this in my garage because there's no room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, zero room. Just no room.
In my garage, it's too cold.
Well, see, and that's the other thing. I know you all are going to laugh at me because Southern California is experiencing cold weather. Okay, 50 and 60 degree. That is very cold for Southern California.
Oh,
We
that'd be
actually
nice
drop
out there,
into the 40s at night. And I know you all are going to laugh, but that's freezing cold for us here. So
That's short sleeve weather still.
yeah, I know. I know. I know. So
Well, I think on Friday when we went to OVR, it was almost a +4 Celsius. That's probably about 40.
I thought it was warmer than that.
Well, I got maybe a little warm. I didn't need a jacket that day. It was nice. I think we went, I guess, in temperature wise, 40, 45,
Yeah.
which is balmy weather for us.
yeah.
I can live in it all the time of the week.
Yeah.
Uh,
But,
Yeah, no, I had a good time tonight, fellas.
yes, it was excellent.
yeah,
Still
it was a
not
good
up
time.
there.
Right?
That's perfect. So you're live Wednesday.
I am live Wednesday. I'm gonna be live. Yeah, I'm live Wednesday, and again, I encourage people to go out and check out the Plumber 33's community post,
I will.
and that'll explain some things, what's
I've seen
going
it
on,
today.
and yeah.
I'll
So
check it out tonight.
Yeah. No snow in Montreal either. Yeah. I hope it stays that way. Well, actually, no, I got snow here this morning.
We had snow this morning, yes.
Yeah.
Not much. It's not the dusting.
Yeah. Covered everything. That's about all.
And Robin, I got my caboose too. If you didn't see that,
He got
The one.
twos.
and I only
Jeez.
got one.
You only got one?
Only got one.
I only got one, and there wasn't a whole lot left on the shelf.
That's
Ooh.
the 20. The road number is 020, but there was a lot more of the 09s left. Yes. Yeah, I know you got your two. I saw your post.
You got
Okay.
twos.
Twos. I
Gotta
got
have them
one.
twos. Yeah, you got that right, John. It's not even cold for snow. You got that right.
They were making snow in Empire on yesterday for the ski
Empire.
season. Yeah, they were making it.
That's north. Thanks, Jerry. Oh,
Thanks, Jerry. Yeah.
yeah. Those box
Oh yeah,
cars
the
are
price is fine, Robin. I just didn't want two. I just wanted the one. And then I want to keep Derek happy that I got one.
Hey, I kept buying hoppers. Had to
Yeah,
get out of
thanks, Mike. I got a hopper because of you.
there. Yeah, I had to get out of there. I was buying all these hoppers.
Yeah. You haven't
Yeah.
seen my bin full of hoppers yet.
Oh, you got more too.
I got more
All
than
right,
two.
guys. Well, I'm gonna say keep it on the tracks.
Don't fall off the track.
Don't fall
all
off.
right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
First of the year. And many more great shows to come up this year, I hope. And we're going to be on the road to Amherst, Springfield, 2024. At look at my new BNSF calendar. That was my thumbnail of the
Good night, Brian. Thanks for coming up.
And Amherst is going to be the 26th, 27th, 28th. Hope to see you there. And thanks for coming out, folks. Till the next one.
I'll watch on the lives. Yeah, no problem, Thomas Grassley.
Night all.
Good night, all.